Hello, I'm Lisa, and I have an unusual infertility cure story to share with you today. It's about how I got pregnant against all odds after battling so-called infertility for more than a decade. For years, every doctor I went to told me that I was infertile and would never have any children of my own. However, I've since gotten pregnant twice, at age 43 and 45, and am a proud mother of two beautiful, healthy children. How did I do it? Well, a lot of what really worked for me is stuff you probably won't read about in conventional medicine books or fertility magazines. And I bet it will work for you too. I'm going to tell you my story because it's probably very similar to yours. It doesn't matter what health or fertility issue is holding you back. Anyone who struggles with infertility will relate to this story. And if you watch this entire video, which will not be online for long, I'll do more than just tell you a story. I'll give you the solution I discovered and used to get pregnant twice after years of desperate attempts. In this video, I'm going to show you how to reverse the root cause of your infertility in the next 30 to 60 days, so you can get pregnant naturally within 4 to 8 short weeks from now. The method I'm going to discuss with you today works even if you're in your late 30s or 40s. Several women age 45 to 47 and even a 51-year-old, all tagged as hopelessly infertile by doctors, got pregnant and gave birth to healthy children despite all odds by following the Pregnancy Miracle program. You have tubal obstruction. You have high levels of FSH. You have ovarian cysts or uterine fibroids. You have a history of miscarriages. Your male partner has low sperm count or has low sperm motility. I don't know how long this video will be up, so please be sure to watch it from beginning to end while it's still here. Let me reiterate, if you watch this video from start to finish and follow what I teach, I can almost guarantee that you'll get pregnant in the next 2 months. Now, I know what you're thinking. Listen, I've tried every infertility treatment out there, yet I just could not get pregnant. Stop right there. This is not another sales page for infertility medication or some magical cream. Another pitch for IUI or IVF procedures. Another crazy diet or herbal remedy. Another weird vitamin or mineral therapy. This is real information that you can use right now. You might be wondering who I am and why I'm sharing this critical material with you. My name is Lisa Olson, and I'm a certified nutrition specialist, health consultant, medical researcher, speaker, and author. I'm also a former infertility sufferer. Over the past 14 years, I've helped thousands of women in 130 countries get pregnant naturally and give birth to healthy children. And today, I would like to help you. That's right. In just 4 to 8 short weeks from now, you could be sending baby shower invitations to your friends and family. Chances are I know exactly how you feel because I've been there myself and seen it with thousands of my clients. Maybe you're extremely confused about your infertility condition and don't know how to reverse it. You're angry and distressed about not being able to conceive despite all your efforts. You're fed up with all the empty promises, quick fix scams, and expensive treatments that haven't worked. You want something that works, and works quickly, to get pregnant now and have the child you've always dreamed of. Are you just downright frustrated because you know there must be an answer to your problem, but you just haven't been able to find it? Well, you just found it. Imagine this. You wake up one morning 4 to 6 weeks from now, check the results of your fertility kit, and discover that you're pregnant. Suddenly, there's no more depression, frustration, anger, envy, or guilt. There's only peace and pure joy. People say that you glow, and they're right. You feel mentally clearer, lighter, happier, healthier, and more energetic than you have in ages. You're going to be a mother and hold your new baby in your arms. Nothing can compare to that. Like many young newlyweds, my husband and I didn't want children at first. But after 5 years of marriage, we were ready. We jumped headlong into the quest to get pregnant, only it didn't happen. Why? We began to wonder after several months. Sure, I was now in my mid-30s, but I was healthy, and had never had any indication that getting pregnant would be a problem. What should have been easy suddenly became very, very difficult. We never failed at anything before, and this was not something we were prepared to fail at. So we kept trying and trying and trying. Sex was now with a purpose, done when my temperature dictated. It became a means to an end result, lacking the excitement and passion it had once held. After more than a year of frustration, our relationship began to feel the strain. I was moody and short-tempered, often on the verge of tears. I couldn't bear to watch other women's pregnant bellies grow while mine remained an empty tomb. What's wrong with me, I wondered. Why can't I do what every other woman can accomplish so easily? Tired of blaming each other for our inability to conceive, we decided to face our fears and get tested for a variety of infertility issues. Unfortunately, like so many other couples discover, the answers we desperately wanted weren't available to us. More frustrated than ever, we learned that there was no clear-cut reason for our inability to conceive. Neither of us exhibited any physical, physiological, or biochemical reason to prevent a pregnancy. The experts dubbed us with non-specific infertility and suggested that we de-stress and keep trying. That's when I decided to take matters into my own hands. So I started researching every aspect of infertility. I spent hours at the library, swallowing stacks of books, journals, and magazines about infertility, hormonal balancing, oriental medicine, and nutrition. I talked with hospitals and researchers worldwide about clinical trials and new treatment strategies, and picked the brains of every doctor, OBGYN, herbalist, homeopath, and naturopath kind enough to lend me their time. I tried every infertility treatment known to science and natural health with hope that it would make a difference and help me get pregnant. Before long, I was taking more than a dozen vitamins and mineral supplements every day and having my husband do the same. I became convinced that preconception care was the key to conception. We started exercising, eating organic, and avoiding toxins wherever we could. We even followed biorhythmic lunar cycle to determine my most fertile times. We tried everything, but I still could not get pregnant. The vast majority of these techniques and so-called treatments either made me feel worse or simply didn't work. I realized the hard way that there were no magic pills or fix-it-all products to help you get pregnant. Changing your diet and taking certain supplements may increase your chances of getting pregnant, but when the real cause of your infertility is neglected, the chances of success are slim. I truly felt like a prisoner in my own body. I remember telling myself, give up, let it go. Everyone has a cross to bear, and yours is infertility. Stop fighting and accept it. Maybe this sounds just like you. Well, today I'm a different person. It took several more years of research, but I began to see some connections. Once I understood that a real cure could only be achieved if the underlying root cause and the circumstances that promote infertility were dealt with, I began to realize the importance of treating the entire body from the inside out. I began to gather information about every infertility therapy I could find. It didn't matter if 1 or 100,000 people said it worked, I gave it a try. For each new remedy, I documented how it worked, its side effects, and other important information. Hundreds of therapies later, I began to look for a pattern, exploring if some treatments could be combined for maximum effect. What I discovered was amazing. After 12 painful years, finally, I became pregnant with my daughter at 43 and gave birth to my son at 45. My doctor wanted to know how I had done it. She was utterly amazed when I outlined my program. I think you might have something here, she said. I'd ask a few other infertility sufferers to try it too. Following her advice, I sent off my protocol to several dozen infertility sufferers and waited for their feedback. It didn't take long before I began receiving emails and phone calls from women all over the world telling me how they got pregnant. My program was working. More and more people were asking me for help. My doctor was right. I was onto something and needed to share my discovery with the world. The first thing I discovered in my 12 years of research was that almost everyone is getting ripped off by the drug and pharmaceutical companies. Did you know that the $4 billion fertility industry is completely unregulated? You need to realize this. The vast majority of conventional infertility treatment providers don't want you to get pregnant because when you do, they'll lose a customer. The second thing I discovered is that almost everyone is dead wrong in the way they treat infertility. It's a fact. The methods you're using to enhance your fertility now might be severely damaging your internal health. There's a better way to get the job done, and it's amazingly fast. I'm going to share with you 5 powerful keys to overcome infertility for good. Key number 1. Infertility drugs may increase the rate of ovarian cancer. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine found a higher rate of ovarian cancer among women who took infertility drugs, validating concerns regarding the safety of these chemicals. Over 3,000 women participated in the study. Those who had taken Clomid, which induces ovulation, were 3 times more likely to get ovarian cancer than those who had taken no drugs. Infertility drugs, in most cases, will not fix the underlying cause of your problem and can even make your health worse in the long run. Key number 2. In vitro fertilization can lead to risky multiple pregnancies and baby brain damage. It's a known fact that many IVF treatments result in twin, triplet, and even quadruplet pregnancies. Multiple pregnancy carries an increased risk of serious consequences, including premature birth, mental retardation, neurological disorders, and breathing problems. The risk of cerebral palsy, brain damage, in the babies is increased 9-fold. Key number 3. Despite what some doctors may say, there is a strong link between diet and infertility, but diet alone cannot cure.